Stepping into a thoughtfully designed vintage tiny home creates an immediate sense of warmth and intimacy that larger spaces often struggle to achieve. Each carefully curated corner tells a personal story through soft pastel wall colors, delicate floral design elements, and intentional styling choices that transform compact square footage into a timeless romantic retreat. This design philosophy transcends mere aesthetics. It focuses on creating nurturing sanctuaries where residents can find genuine peace and emotional connection within their living environment. Even within the most limited floor plans, strategic color selection and textural layering make every design detail feel purposeful and emotionally resonant, proving that home's true beauty emerges from thoughtful intention rather than sheer size.
Welcome to Rustic Elegance. Let's embark on a journey through the beauty of rustic decor, celebrating the warmth, simplicity, and natural charm of this timeless design.
Vintage Tiny Home Design 2025. Pastel interior ideas with romantic floral decor and small space decor. Vintage-inspired tiny home design masterfully balances romantic aesthetics with practical functionality, utilizing every available inch through strategic space planning while layering complementary colors, varied textures, and meaningful personal touches to create environments that feel significantly more spacious than their actual footprint suggests. The gentle color palettes and timeless design details establish a soothing visual rhythm throughout the home, transforming everyday routines into cherished moments of self-care and reflection. This approach creates design languages that whisper tranquility rather than demanding attention, making vintage tiny homes perfect for individuals seeking peaceful, comfortable living environments that prioritize emotional well-being alongside practical needs. This comprehensive guide reveals how to successfully integrate vintage romance elements into your own compact living space, from selecting optimal wall paint colors to mastering texture layering techniques and designing cozy relaxation zones. Each section provides actionable ideas that seamlessly blend beautiful aesthetics with functional practicality, because truly heartfelt homes always prioritize both comfort and visual appeal. Upon completion, you'll possess not only specific design strategies, but also a clear vision for creating a nurturing space that inspires and supports your daily life, proving that even the smallest homes can deliver the most meaningful living experiences. One, smart small space layouts, traffic flow and multifunctional furniture solutions. Efficient traffic flow design, creating natural movement patterns. Successful tiny home layouts prioritize clear pathways and designated activity zones that feel both functional and romantically inviting. Map out logical traffic patterns through your space, then establish cozy pause zones, such as window-side tea corners or comfortable reading chairs positioned to capture the best natural light and views. Angle seating arrangements to highlight the most appealing focal points, whether garden views, artwork displays, or indoor plant collections, while using oval area rugs to soften linear pathways and visually define separate living areas without creating physical barriers. Multi-purpose furniture selection, storage solutions with vintage charm. Maximize available square footage through carefully chosen dual-purpose furniture pieces that maintain vintage aesthetic appeal while providing essential storage and flexibility. Window seats with built-in storage compartments can conceal seasonal blankets and books while providing additional seating for guests, while drop-leaf dining tables offer space-efficient solutions for intimate meals that expand when entertaining visitors. Nesting table sets serve multiple functions as nightstands, serving trays, or flexible surface space, helping maintain organized, clutter-free environments that preserve the airy feeling essential to successful small space design. Visual space division, creating privacy without permanent walls. Establish separate living zones and privacy areas using lightweight, movable dividers that maintain open sightlines while providing functional separation. Sheer curtain panels can define sleeping areas without blocking precious natural light, while decorative folding screens or waist-high open shelving units add privacy and display opportunities perfect for showcasing vintage accessories or floral decorative elements. These flexible division strategies allow tiny homes to adapt to changing needs over time while preserving the cozy, open atmosphere that makes compact living feel comfortable rather than cramped. Two, vintage floral design elements, from chintz window treatments to botanical wall art. Pattern balance, scaling floral motifs for small space success. Incorporating vintage floral patterns requires careful attention to scale and visual balance to avoid overwhelming compact living areas with busy designs. Begin with one statement floral element, such as chintz curtain panels or vintage-inspired wallpaper. Then complement this focal point with smaller-scale botanical patterns in coordinating textiles like throw cushions, table linens, or lampshades. Utilize your pastel-painted walls as negative space that allows patterns to breathe visually, preventing cluttered appearances while maintaining sophisticated design cohesion through repeating key colors like sage green or dusty rose across different decorative elements. Layered botanical elements, fresh, artificial, and artistic interpretations. Create dimensional interest by incorporating botanical themes through multiple mediums and formats throughout your tiny home design. Position fresh flower arrangements near windows where natural light enhances their beauty, hang framed pressed flower artwork in gallery wall configurations, or install vintage-inspired floral wallpaper panels behind open shelving displays for dramatic backdrop effects. Maintain palette consistency with your established pastel color scheme, while adding small decorative accessories like botanical print serving trays on vintage side tables or ceramic planters filled with herbs for both visual appeal and practical functionality. Personal DIY botanical projects, handcrafted elements with heartfelt character. Incorporate meaningful personal touches through simple DIY botanical projects that reflect your individual style and creativity. Press flowers from your garden or local walks to create custom-framed artwork that brings outdoor beauty indoors year-round. Hand-stamp delicate floral designs onto linen napkins for charming tea service presentations, or create miniature botanical collages from magazine clippings arranged in small vintage frames for personalized wall displays. These handcrafted details add authentic character and emotional connection to your space while maintaining the curated aesthetic without contributing to visual clutter. Three, romantic pastel wall colors. Buttercream, blush pink and lavender for small space serenity. Soft color psychology, creating spacious feelings in tiny home interiors. Carefully selected pastel paint colors, including warm buttercream yellow, gentle blush pink, and soothing lavender purple, serve as powerful design tools for maximizing perceived space in tiny home environments. These light-reflecting hues naturally bounce natural light throughout compact rooms, visually softening architectural angles while creating the optical illusion of expanded square footage and enhanced ceiling height. Pairing these soft wall colors with crisp white trim creates elegant framing effects that add visual structure without overwhelming the gentle aesthetic, while incorporating coordinating blush pink textiles through throw pillows, window treatments, or area rugs establishes cohesive color flow from walls to furnishings, instantly transforming compact spaces into serene personal sanctuaries. Strategic color zoning, accent walls and visual space division techniques. Implementing thoughtful color zoning strategies enables effective space definition within open concept tiny home layouts without requiring physical barriers or walls. Consider painting a soft lavender accent wall behind a dedicated reading nook area, or installing warm buttercream wainscoting in compact dining corners to create visual depth and functional separation between different living zones. For subtle ceiling enhancement that adds perceived height, apply barely there blush pink tones overhead, while maintaining consistent color undertones throughout the space to avoid visual fragmentation that could make small areas feel even more cramped. Weekend paint project planning, color testing, and professional finish techniques. Before committing to permanent color choices, test multiple paint samples on each wall surface to observe how natural and artificial lighting affects color appearance throughout different times of day and evening hours. Select eggshell paint finishes for main wall surfaces to achieve the ideal balance between soft visual appeal and practical durability for high-traffic areas, while choosing satin finishes for trim work to add subtle reflective sheen that enhances light distribution. Begin your painting project with smaller accent walls to build confidence and technique before tackling larger surface areas. And consider adding gentle lime wash texture to one feature wall for authentic vintage character that adds visual interest without overwhelming the serene color palette. Four. Layered texture design, lace, rattan, and weathered wood elements. The texture hierarchy, balancing soft, woven, and hard surface elements. Successful texture layering creates visual depth and tactile warmth essential for cozy vintage tiny home interiors. Establish your textural foundation with soft comfort elements like crocheted throw blankets, quilted cushions, or vintage lace curtain panels that invite touch and relaxation. Add natural woven accents through rattan serving trays, wicker storage baskets, or caneback chairs that provide organic warmth and visual interest. Anchor the space with weathered wood furniture pieces or reclaimed wood accent walls that bring authentic character and grounding weight to the overall design composition. Authentic vintage details, incorporating heirloom and reproduction elements. Select vintage-inspired touchpoints that add soulful character without overwhelming compact spaces with excessive ornamentation. Consider installing beadboard paneling behind open shelving displays, draping delicate crochet table runners over console surfaces, or hanging antique mirrors with etched detailing that reflects light while adding period-appropriate charm. Stack weathered vintage books as decorative elements, mix gingham and lace patterns in small doses for subtle contrast, and incorporate meaningful heirloom pieces that connect your present living space with cherished memories and family history. Simple upcycling projects, transforming thrifted finds into vintage treasures. Breathe new life into budget-friendly secondhand furniture through gentle upcycling techniques that enhance vintage character. Apply lime wash finishes to soften natural wood grain on side tables or storage pieces. Use chalk effect paint to create velvety matte surfaces with authentic aged appeal, or lightly sand furniture edges for naturally worn patina that mimics decades of loving use. Replace standard hardware with porcelain knobs, glass pulls, or vintage-inspired brass fixtures that add authentic period details while improving functionality and visual appeal. Five. Evening ambience, romantic lighting and peaceful ritual spaces. Layered lighting design, creating warm, intimate evening atmospheres. Transform your tiny home into a romantic evening retreat through thoughtfully layered lighting that combines multiple sources for optimal ambience and functionality. Install warm-toned wall sconces for gentle background illumination, place soft glow table lamps with fabric shades in reading corners, and incorporate candles throughout the space for flickering warmth that creates instant coziness. Use low-lumen LED bulbs with warm color temperatures, and position reflective accessories like vintage mirrors or glass vases strategically to bounce light around the space and maximize the intimate glow throughout your compact living area. Mindful evening rituals, scent, sound, and stillness integration. Establish calming evening routines that transform your tiny home into a peaceful sanctuary for rest and reflection. Choose one signature scent, such as lavender essential oil, rose water, or vanilla candles, paired with gentle background music or nature sounds that promote relaxation without overwhelming the space. Keep essential items like soft blankets, matches, and herbal tea supplies organized in attractive woven baskets, maintaining visual tidiness while ensuring everything needed for your evening ritual remains easily accessible and beautifully displayed. Dedicated reflection corners, tea nooks, and quiet retreat spaces. Design an intentional corner specifically dedicated to peaceful moments and personal reflection, regardless of your tiny home's size constraints. Create a simple setup with a small serving tray for tea or coffee service, a comfortable low stool or floor cushion for seating, and a narrow floating shelf for displaying favorite books, pressed flower artwork, or meaningful small objects. Add a petite area rug and additional cushions to make the space feel welcoming and complete, establishing a dedicated retreat where you can pause, breathe, and reconnect with yourself at the end of each day. Conclusion. Creating a vintage romantic tiny home represents far more than implementing specific design trends. It involves crafting living environments that nurture emotional well-being, while maximizing every square inch of available space. The strategic combination of soft pastel wall colors, carefully scaled floral design elements, and thoughtfully layered textures transforms even the most compact square footage into welcoming havens where tranquility and beauty coexist harmoniously. This approach demonstrates that meaningful home design depends not on expansive rooms, but on intentional choices that reflect personal values and support daily comfort and happiness. Through mindful layering of complementary colors, varied textures, and purposeful furniture selection, tiny homes become supportive environments that encourage slower, more intentional living while maintaining sophisticated aesthetic appeal. Every design element, from handcrafted pressed flower artwork to cozy tea corner arrangements, contributes to a cohesive narrative of a home filled with personal meaning and authentic charm. These thoughtful touches create living spaces that feel both intimately personal and timelessly elegant, proving that the most cherished homes often prioritize emotional connection over impressive scale. Regardless of your available square footage, these vintage romance design principles can help you create a home that feels like a daily embrace, one that radiates warmth, beauty, and personal authenticity in every carefully considered detail. The journey toward vintage tiny home design becomes an exploration of creativity and self-expression, where each design choice adds layers of comfort, character, and visual charm that support both practical needs and emotional well-being, ultimately proving that the smallest homes often contain the most generous hearts.